Podcast.
Oh, that's beautiful. What'd you say, bitch?
But yeah, it was good.
Damn.
You're like, what do you call it? Let me see if I can wrap my mind around it.
So we have not started the podcast yet. But could we start right now, or like a minute ago if we wanted to? I think we can just start right now.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Yeah, we should clap. 1, 2, 3. That was fucking money.
Good one.
That was a good one.
I go above the mic. I learned.
I did that just now,
good.
Right?
Couldn't tell.
Yeah, I did. I went up here because I saw
I've been trying to go out.
Yeah, it feels like you're
good.
like hugging a tiny stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Good. All right, guys, coming to you live from the Slop City podcast. It is Tina Dybal and Rafe Williams coming to you.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm coming to you live from the Slop City Chopper with your traffic and weather.
Rafe Williams today has a total of 6 RBIs. Everybody give him a hand. Got 6 There it is. Nice job, audience. He's got 6 RBIs. That's what Libbie said when did you see that episode?
Yeah.
Where she was handing out RBIs to everyone in her announcer voice. Fucking brilliant.
Handing out RBIs.
Yeah, like they're an award.
You get an RBI, and you get an RBI.
That's literally
do you guys
what
know
we
what
said on
RBIs
there.
mean?
Okay, here. Can I tell you what I think an RBI means?
Sure.
Cool. So, and like I know I'm right. I just don't know the actual abbreviation for it or what they mean.
Okay.
Okay, so an RBI is you get an RBI when you assist a homie in a home run. Right?
Not in your head, yes, you're right, but all the nomenclature was wrong. There are no assists in baseball,
okay,
and it's not a home run unless someone hits a ball over the fence and
sorry,
runs all
I
the
meant
way
a
around
run.
Yeah, anytime you get a hit,
anytime you assist a
and someone
homie in getting
crosses home plate, you get a run batted in. Means you batted in a run.
Yeah, and that's when another point goes on the screen.
Yeah, so if you've got 87 runs batted in, that means you got a hit with someone on base.
Yeah,
and got them across home plate for a run.
I got it. So
yeah, technically, yes, you were right.
So technically, bases are loaded.
Don't have to be loaded.
Okay, dude, this is
guy could be on first base and you hit a double, and he scores from first.
Yeah,
1 RBI.
Yeah, that's an RBI.
3 people on base, you hit a home run, a grand slam, 4 RBI because you batted in 3 people plus yourself.
Yep.
So it's every person who crosses home plate as a result of you hitting the ball into fair play.
Which is literally what improv is. You get an RBI when something hits.
Yeah, you get an RBI for like sacrifice flies and bunts also.
Like in Midsummer when they sacrifice.
Yeah, just like that.
Okay, so basically it's, when your homie gets...
Now coming to the plate to assist his homie and getting a home run.
Hey, is this your first day?
No, not at all.
It seems like you don't know anything about baseball, man. Like
no, listen, I'm talking about it in one of those...
no, your voice is great. That's not it. It's just like you were saying some wild shit out there today.
He's assisting the man in an RBI. It's a very simple concept.
Yeah, well, you're making... I'm not disagreeing with you that the concept is good. It's just here at the front office, I'm catching a lot of heat for hiring you. You said you were a very experienced color commentator in baseball, and it seems like you barely have a grasp of the rules.
No, I get it. When the Cardinals got 6 points and won the game with
again,
that was
I hate to stop
unbelievably
you.
cool.
Again, I don't mean to interrupt, and I hate to stop you there, but we don't do points in baseball. It's definitely runs.
Well, I know it's a run, but it's still a point. They're technically the same thing.
Yeah,
so
you literally said that a player had PMS during the broadcast, and you said it was points matched score, and we didn't even know what that meant.
Yeah, it's like in tennis when you blast somebody out, they get the love.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know a lot about sports, so I mean, you guys can take notes from me, you know.
Well,
I'm just saying.
well, I was taking notes, actually. And,
Of everything wrong he said.
and you said...
What else? I mean, it all makes sense in my head, and I think I'm speaking to the men out there and the women who don't know the rules of baseball. So what I'm doing is
you're not helping them learn.
I'm helping them out. I'm here for the people.
Again, your attitude really makes me not want to fire you because it's very uplifting. But
I am having a great time. I mean, they gave me 4 free Diet Dr. Peppers in a row, and I didn't even have to walk into a mobile on the run.
okay.
So,
Well, you plugged the sponsor. That's good. You know what? Against my better judgment, I'd like to sign you to a 9-year contract.
oh God, that would, if I had to announce baseball, I would literally not know I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, that's how...
I couldn't even do it for football, and I love football.
I think I could do football. I think I could do baseball. But
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I played both of those all the way up through college. I think I could do a quick brush up. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs. I'm not like Tony Romo, but I think I know the general rules where I wouldn't be like, 8th down. There's no 8th down. Well, it's the 8th time.
No, it's their 4th down.
Number 8 fell down. Can you at least agree with me on that?
Yeah, it went from 8 to 19. I think I could announce figure skating because I've done it.
See, I wouldn't be lost.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
when I would be like, oh, she did a loop-de-loop.
You're like,
that was pretty cool.
You'd be like, whoa, her pussy is on full display. She is spinning so quickly. That's how you would announce it.
Do we award points by how many times I've seen her buttocks?
Do we award points, extra points if there's a mesh lining on her and you can see her skin through the dress?
This guy's got a flair for the dramatic.
It's like, is he crying?
We were at my uncle's house watching figure skating and judging the male figure skaters' outfits.
Is that the last time we were all
Riley.
there? Was I there?
No, it was just me and then
Oh my God, I
cousin
love it.
Riley. I was like, dude, you're really into this, like, less about the technical
Yeah.
aspect, but just like how, like, one guy came out dressed like the man in the Iron Mask and like went all in, and then this American figure skater that was just, he had like a 2-tone shirt on, and I'm like, really phoned it in on the costume.
100%. Oh, dude. Like, here, hand me that mouse.
You've showed me before.
The guy.
Well, I don't know about the guy. But
I was just going to, like, show you a picture of, like, a good figure skating outfit. We're not watching the video.
okay.
I know
Pull it
exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about, too. I forced Rafe to watch, probably 2 hours of figure skating at home one night, and he's just, like, almost nodding off at the end. I was like, no, seriously, these guys are good.
They're good. There are a couple of guys that are up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. Alexei Yagudin.
This is the guy that, like, and I think I showed you. He had that cool mask on there.
Yeah, that's him.
Yep.
That's the man in the Iron Mask. He danced to the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then look at this last. Look at who's the big American figure skater? Asian guy.
Nathan Chen.
Nathan Chen. Look up his lazy ass costume.
Wow.
Oh wow, dude, cool.
I remember this is so
cool.
We were roasting this. Me and you at home.
You just got that. Looks like a shirt. You got it like Spencer's Gifts.
Yes. It's like a shirt you see in an Instagram ad, and then they're like, put your cat's face on this really cool space shirt.
Take the Aurora Borealis everywhere with you. But it's not even a cool space shirt. It's literally just like you could buy that at Target for $4, like on clearance.
I would rather, if he was this guy, Nathan Chen, if he was going to wear this outfit during the Olympics, I would have much rather wanted to have at least one cat in the bottom that looked like it was getting sucked into a black hole.
Yeah, it looks like his mom.
It's like, go all in.
Yes. It looks like his mom forgot to buy him a Halloween costume and he wanted to go as a Star Trek character. And this was like all she could find.
This one right here. That's got Star Trek vibes.
Yeah.
Looks like he really likes to wear little tie-dye.
Oh, I like stars.
They're like, maybe we could get away. Nathan, I'm thinking maybe we could get away from like the galaxy.
No, I like stars.
I know, but the thing is, you're doing a dance to an Adam Devine song or not Adam Devine, Adam Levine. You know, when they do the artistic ones where there's words to it and you're like, ooh, that's edgy. That's what it looks like his outfits are for.
Then she's suddenly beautiful. Yeah, beautiful like a star.
No, Nathan, seriously, man.
I'm a star. I'm a star. I know what stars on me.
People are not going to take you seriously in the figure skating world. Do you remember what happened to Tanya Harding? I mean, like...
She had a movie made about her?
I mean...
Sounds cool to me.
Technically, that is true, Nathan. But, I mean, it caused a lot of stir. You got to have respect. Figure skating is about elegance. It's about expressing...
And stars.
Nathan, when I told you to reach for the stars, when I started coaching you when you were 6 years old, I didn't mean literally grab stars and wear them on your shirt. I mean, your whole being has been moved by this whole quote I said to you when you were younger.
Did you know all just stardust?
Okay, Nathan, I just, you know, you walk into your room at night.
Okay, fine. Fine. You win. I'll get a shirt with planets on it.
Oh my God.
What? They're not stars, they're planets.
I know. I'm trying to understand where I went wrong.
Why does Nathan Chen talk like a kid?
Right? Like a 6-year-old?
I don't know why he's 6 years old in my mind.
I wonder
he's a
when...
grown man in a star shirt.
I wonder when he started skating. I feel like every Olympic skater starts when they're like 6 years old.
Yeah, you don't hear a lot of like, I picked this up at 28. Turns out I had a natural proclivity to triple sow cows.
Yeah, like the athletes.
I was driving over the road for J.B. Hunt. And I got snowed in one day, so I slapped the skates on, went out on a frozen pond. Turns out some Russian guy was hanging out. Saw me do a couple of flip-de-doos, or that's what I called them. I didn't even know what they were called. He called them sow cows or something like that. And then he told me, listen, Lance, you're good. I'm not going to bullshit you. You're a little old for the circuit, but, you know, here I am in the 2024 Olympics. I don't know when. Is that when they're happening?
I think they're going to be, yeah, I think they will be 2024.
2024, going straight to Reno, the Reno Olympics.
I'm going to Reno, Nevada Olympics.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. You don't
Do we have them next? Does the U.S. have them next?
Let's see. The last one I remember in the U.S. was Salt Lake City, which obviously I had the Barbie doll.
I thought Georgia was supposed to get them. Atlanta, maybe. We'll look at the next Olympics.
But I'm just putting these things in the queue.
Queue them up.
I'm putting them in the queue. Next.
Yeah, I would be lost in ice skating, and I did also, side note while you're looking stuff up, I interviewed for a job with the St. Louis Blues as their on-ice personality.
Yeah.
And I feel like I really tanked.
Because you didn't know anything about hockey.
And like, it's already...
Did they ask you to do like a test? Were they
Well, he's like, how much do you know about hockey? And I was like, oh, you know, I know the Shevetskin and Ochkaboyan, and like, it's all these crazy Russian, hard to pronounce last names.
Yeah.
You know, I was just honest with him. I was like, I think I could figure out the rules and know. And he's like, how are you with like names and things like that? And he started like showing me the back of people's jerseys.
Yeah.
And I had to be just like, Alex Ovechkin. Yeah, right? And then she's like, not even close. You know, I was just so far off on all the Russian last names. They were like, yeah.
It's so hard. It
is hard.
It is difficult.
And I don't know the rules. So I had nothing going for me in that interview.
Oh, hell no. Before, so last week, Greg, Chelsea's husband, while we were sitting at their place on Christmas Eve after my flight got snowed in, Greg comes onto the call wearing no shirt. I'm FaceTiming my mom. And he walks up wearing no shirt, and he's like, okay, what's your mom's name? That was a real fart from Rafe. You heard it live.
That was a live fart. Live?
Dude, that was great.
Ew.
Ew.
Oh, my microphone stinks, dude.
No way.
Oh, I'm glad you're getting new mics.
Holy shit.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's worth more now.
I cannot believe we've never done that on the podcast.
Never had a live fart? Is
never
that bad?
had a live fart.
Is that a faux pas?
No, it's great.
I thought it's very fitting for this podcast to display a live fart halfway through a Starbucks pumpkin cold cream.
That was fucking great.
When we did radio, my brother and I, we had a fart mic that we farted into, and it was actually the first chair mic at KFNS. So whoever was the host, Frank Cusimano, Kevin Slayton, whomever, that was our fart mic, dude.
Dude,
Amazing.
the longest
Fuck
running
them.
prank.
That is fucking.
There was like one guy at
That's
their
a
office.
fucking bit, dude, right there.
That's a good bit. There's one guy on the Cusimano in the morning that just kept getting pink eye and couldn't figure out why because he's had the fart mic in his face all day. He's
oh
like, dude,
my
I've
God.
had pink eye like 37 times this year. I just can't kick this stuff.
Oh God, I love it. I love the fart mic idea. That's great.
So where are the next Olympics?
What was I saying? Oh,
We're
either
talking
way,
hockey.
I know. I just remembered what we were talking about right before. Either way, Greg tried to pronounce my mom's name and could not figure it out.
Yeah.
He was like, Savette. And then he finally got it on the last one. He's like, Svetlana.
Well, that's not exactly rocket science. That's not the hardest Russian name.
No, not at all. But it's like those names are tough for people. The SV is tough for some people, man.
A lot of vowels in Russian last names and weird spots.
Oh, yeah.
China 2022.
Oh. Wait, so we already had Winter Olympics this year. Dude,
2026.
I don't even remember that. The Olympics this year.
Italy.
I feel like the last couple of years have just flown by, but also been the slowest in the world since 2020, since COVID.
Yeah.
Did we watch these Winter Olympics?
I feel like, yeah, I watched a lot of them.
Okay.
I mean, that's when he won. That
Nathan Chen.
Nathan Chen, he did really well.
We were making those bits this year about his little space outfits.
Yeah, I mean, it all runs together.
For sure. Yeah, dude. I mean, his... it's just comparatively not good. Okay, so when you did the hockey thing, did they ask you about the rules of hockey? Or were they just like, are you good with names?
Both, and I wasn't, I was like, oh, yeah, I mean, I know punch time when they punch each other, and...
Oh, my God.
I mean, I knew the basics. I was like, I mean, what do I need to know? I don't know what constitutes icing. I don't know what offsides in hockey is. I don't know how you are offsides in the same way I don't know in soccer.
I don't know when you're offsides in football.
Yeah, I don't know any of the little, someone's like, oh, he got called for icing. I'm like, oh, was he eating a cake? What? I don't know what happened.
Was he really mean to one of his friends?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I would think.
Yeah, he hasn't talked to Ovechkin hasn't talked to Ryan Hamilton in 3 days. He's really icing about. We're gonna blow the whistle.
I would think.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I love saying iced out when I'm talking about someone getting roasted or not talking to someone.
Dude, I haven't had a good track record with the Blues because I also got hired to do a Car Shield commercial with Ryan O'Reilly, the captain of the St. Louis Blues, and. We did COVID. We did COVID. It was during the season.
Was it post Stanley Cup win? I think it was.
Yeah, it was post Stanley Cup win. But I got hired to be in a commercial with him.
Yeah.
And I tested positive for COVID.
I remember because your call time was 8 a.m. that day, and Rafe and I had narrowly escaped getting COVID, dude. It was.
Well, I had not.
Yeah,
I thought I had.
That whole year because it was January. Yeah. Was it this year or last year? I can't remember.
I don't know.
One of the two. But either way, I remember we were like, okay, dude, we're on the come up. And then that wave of COVID happened where everybody you knew was getting it.
Yeah, when it was the second, what was it? Omicron.
Omicron.
One that sounded like a transformer.
Yes.
Omicron.
Yeah, I was like, wait, is there an N
You
after
can't
that?
have the Allspark Omicron.
But I remember your call time was 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look at my phone and I'm getting a call from you at 8:20 or something. I knew right then. I was like, oh, fuck. Because I think I was at work that day or at home. I can't remember, but.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
felt like the
remember
kid
we
with
both
head lice,
got it.
dude.
Yep.
I felt like the head lice kid from third grade that got just doing the you'd hear the Peanuts music while I was walking off the set,
Oh, sad.
I was like, I was getting ready to do a commercial with the captain of the St. Louis Blues, and instead everyone, the director pulled me aside. He's like, hey, man, I hate to do this to you, but you got to get the fuck out of here. You got the vid. And I'm like, you sure, man? Because I took a test last night and I was good at home. And he goes, oh, yeah. You're ate up with the vid. And I'm just saying, all right, man.
So sad.
And he goes, pleasure working with y'all. I'll keep you in mind for future things. And I'm like, that doesn't feel like you will. That feels like I just
like
caused
you're
a
lying to me.
Yeah, I feel like everyone was like mad at me, and I was probably internalizing it, but I felt like I threw the whole production in a loop.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
I mean, I went home, but I'm like, thank God they caught it because,
You'd already kissed Ryan O'Reilly on the mouth at that point.
well, my point is, yeah, we fucked, but that was later. After not getting the Blues job, had I also infected the captain of the St. Louis Blues like mid-season
Bro,
with Omicron? And he had
St.
to-
Louis would have had your
And
ass.
they're like, what happened to O'Reilly? Like, he did a car shield commercial with some fat comedian, and then he got COVID, and he's out for a month.
You'd become like Steve Bartman,
Yeah.
the guy that
The
from the
Bartman.
Cubs that like his hand might have touched the ball or something like that, and he ruined like their chance to win the World Series. That would have been you. Because I remember when COVID first happened in St. Louis, before anybody knew that it was like real and happening or whatever, in St. Louis, one of the first few cases happened at the bar that like I worked at. And dude, these motherfuckers.
Some dude took his daughter to like a father-daughter dance
Yes,
when he had
to like
it.
the veiled prophets thing.
Oh,
It was like, which
Even
we've talked
creepier.
about, we've talked about in depth on this podcast. He took his daughter to like a veiled prophets event when he knew that she was sick and he was sick or something. And like, dude, all week long at my bar job, people were like, this motherfucker. And that's when I started seeing
how
everybody.
did that start it, though? What was how did they know that was the catalyst?
They tested positive when they got back from like Italy or whatever. And that was when there was like a huge outbreak of cases. I'm sure it was many people that had it at the time and no one knew. But he was just like
Our
what do you
patient
call it?
zero,
The
kinda.
catalyst for it. Like wow, that was a good word use on my end, don't you think?
I mean, I said it like 2 sentences ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. But yeah, it was good.
Damn.
You're like, what do you call it? Let me see if I can wrap my mind around it. I literally said, what made him the catalyst for this? You
Oh my God.
got 2 sentences away from it, and we're like, I think I'm going to take credit for that.
Dude, I just laughed so hard that I felt like I was playing the pass out game. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've done that. I've laughed so hard that I'm like, I'm about to keel over.
Oh my
It happens
God.
more as you age. Welcome to. Happy
Oh,
birthday, by the
God.
way. This is your first post-birthday podcast.
Yep. 30th. 30.
30-year-old tuna. Don't eat it.
Holy shit. Oh, that was the perfect roast because that's exactly what oh God, what's the name of that word?
Yeah.
Like I'm like holding a glass of wine
Yeah.
at a professor's event at Harvard, but I'm not actually a professor.
You like reverse mansplained me. I
Got
probably
it.
had it coming.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, this is my first pod since being 30.
Tina's 30, everybody. Clap it up in the comments. Claps in the comments. Tina's
Sound out
30.
the
Looking bitch.
You dumb, stupid looking bitch.
Old ass
Well, and it was
bitch.
really fitting because I got home on Christmas Day,
Mhm.
which was my birthday. And Rafe was like falling asleep on the couch. And I was in the kitchen trying to like clean some stuff up or whatever.
Mhm.
And I saw that there was one piece of cake left in this box, like a big sheet cake thing from
Birthday
Costco.
cake.
Birthday cake. So I grabbed the sheet cake box from Costco. It said Kirkland signature on it. I knew it was a high quality cake, but there was like barely any left. So I pull that thing out of our pantry little area and the cake drops. The lid's not on. Cake falls everywhere. I call the dogs in and Rafe is still sleeping and snoring at this point on the couch. And I call the dogs and I'm like, all right, start licking it up, you know? And I was cleaning up the cake from off the ground and I slipped on the cake and into the middle splits. And like I blew not my pussy out. Like you would think I'd blow my groin out.
No,
That's
no.
what everybody's been asking me. They're like, how's your groin? I'm like, somehow I think I was so relaxed as I was falling, but my foot, I was trying to catch the ground so that I just blew my fucking knee out. And dude, I fell so fucking hard. I woke Rafe up. You were like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, it was very loud. And there's nothing, it's hilarious because there's nothing more apropos than slipping on your 30th birthday cake and blowing your knee out.
Yeah.
And
On your
to usher
30th
yourself
birthday.
into your 30s. Do you know what I mean? To like,
Oh, dude.
where stretching becomes not a thing you do because you want to, you have to.
Yeah. It's like, I want to do one of those like stretch challenges now because I'm like, man, what happens if next time I fall, I can't get up?
You crash landed in your 30s.
I really did.
Had a fun party.
Yeah, Rafe you threw me the fucking best party ever. It was so kick-ass.
Cool surprise party. Shout out to the boys of Hamilton Band and
the Hamilton Band on
the
Instagram.
Hamilton Band. They're very good.
Thank you, Randy.
They came with Drew Lance and Emily Wallace, some other St. Louis musicians, and played all Tina Dybal, Grateful Dead, good vibe jams for her party. It was super fun.
ABBA, Alice in Chains.
Yeah, it's awesome.
There was fucking Tyler Childers, or as Ronnie would say, Tyler Children.
Tyler Children. He's good, dude.
Rafe and Chelsea performed together as Ronnie and Tammy during our shows in Nashville. And Ronnie said, I can't even remember what he said on stage. You were like, yeah, I want to be like that one guy, Tyler Children.
I like a lot of country music superstars. I like Tobias Keith and Tyler Children and Brooks and Dan.
God, I love Brooks and Dan.
Brooks and Dan, dude.
That would be what if it just was never Brooks and Dan? It was just like, I'm Brooks. And everyone's like, whoa, that's fucking cool. And then he's like, and I'm Dan. And he turns around, just looks like the most normal looking guy ever.
Yeah.
Burning a fucking hamburger on the grill at his kid's birthday party.
Yep. Had a pretty good run. We did Mexico.
Yep.
Then we did a surprise party, then Nashville.
Surprise party, and surprised me with having my parents fly in from D.C.
Yep.
For my birthday and my surprise party. So Igor and Svet were chatting it up, dude.
Yeah, they were chopping it up with your friends.
You remember when your mom got me that jacket and she said to you the next day, she was like, woo, it was a hit.
Yeah.
That's what my parents were doing. They were just chatting it up.
Yeah.
Dude, they loved it. Someone asked my dad if he wanted to smoke weed. Someone asked Igor that. I think it was Bobby who asked him.
I would almost guarantee it.
That makes sense, right?
I would almost guarantee it. Yeah.
It was definitely. I'm pretty sure it was.
I would be shocked to find out it was anyone else.
For sure. Which is hilarious because he'd never offer weed to his dad.
Never.
But to mine, he's like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. They were all like standing in a semicircle outside and it was like golden hour. So I was still trying to like get pictures of all of us and stuff. So I got one with my family, got one with Rafe, got one with a few people or whatever with like the arch in the background at Old Rock House, which, by the way, is a kick-ass venue in St. Louis if you ever go to a show.
Yeah.
Shameless plug. But so we're like getting pictures, whatever, and golden hour's done. We get all the pics. And I walk outside and I hear my dad just go, whoa, are you guys smoking weed?
Reefer?
And then Bobby was like, yeah, man, you want to hit? My dad's like, oh, I've never done that before. I was like, yeah, you definitely don't want to smoke weed for your first time.
It'd be funny if Bobby's like, I didn't know it was your dad. I'm like, you didn't know the old guy with a Russian accent? You didn't put that together?
Yeah, he's like, dude, I had no idea.
I didn't know. It was just a guy. What's going on? You guys smoking the reefer, American reefer out here?
Oh, my God.
You want to hit, stranger, I will not use any sort of contextual clues to draw conclusions about?
And my dad, like, carried around the same blue moon for, like, an hour and a half. It was adorable.
They had fun, man.
Oh, they had a fucking blast. I loved having him there.
Good.
It was great. They were fucking hilarious.
Those fun times had by all.
We had very fun times with me, my mother Svetlana, my father Igor, my brother Anton, my boyfriend Rafe, and the worst waiter in the entire world at Chris's, the greatest steakhouse in St. Louis.
It was very bad.
We had such bad waiter. It was honestly embarrassing.
Yeah.
Which I hate when you like recommend something to someone And you're like,
Food
oh,
was
come
good.
on. The food was amazing. But it's like when you're doing the vibe and you're telling like that's happened to me a couple times.
Yeah.
Where I've brought someone somewhere or been like, you got to go to this place. And then they're like, yeah, it wasn't that fun.
He was just like he was a no nonsense, no fun.
Yes.
Get to the point, gave very like almost condescending answers to questions. And I will respect that. But if you're going to go that route, you got to fucking crush the meal service. You got to. You got nothing else to lean on. If you're going to be a prick, like I remember your dad asked him like what the house beer was, and he
said,
like,
I'll have the house beer. It's like, that's
and he was
not
like,
a thing.
there is no house beer. There's the beer list. And I was just like, all
yeah, he's
right.
like, we have like Anheuser-Busch. I'm like, do you not hear this man has an accent? And he doesn't know what Anheuser-Busch means. I guarantee I call my dad right now. I'm like, yo, what's Anheuser-Busch? He would probably be like, I don't know.
Some sort of scandal from the 1990 Bush administration.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Well,
but yeah, no, that
it's
guy
fine.
didn't. Oh, we had a blast. What?
Not that I'm just reminding you. That
Oh, yeah.
You had a.
For sure.
We did have a blast. It was fun. Nashville was fun.
Yeah, all the shows with Chelsea and Libbie and Greg, everything was so fun.
Met the sweetest boy,
Tyler
Booth, country music superstar. Be on the lookout for that kid. He's already famous, but like
for real, he's incredible.
he's about to level up. That kid's talented.
So talented, and Tyler is one of the nicest people in the entire world.
He really is. A really
I have
nice
never
person.
met a person as kind and as genuine as him. He's just so sweet. Like he was like sitting back there hanging out with us, and he literally just goes,
Man, I'm blessed to be back here with y'all. I'll tell you what.
and
He meant it.
it was so genuine. And I mean, him and his dad are just fucking awesome, man. Cool
They're good people.
dudes. So yeah, look out for Tyler Booth. We love Tyler Booth.
Did not get to go to the Chiefs game.
No, that got canceled, which in a way kind of
Southwest. Here's what people aren't talking about, though.
Mm-hmm.
Southwest has gotten this has happened with Southwest like 3 times now. This isn't just a weather holiday thing. They got us last year. They canceled our flight mid-flight coming home from Fresno.
Yeah.
We had to drive home from Denver. They wouldn't give us our luggage. Took 4 or 5 days to get our luggage.
Oh God, it was
Then
infuriating.
they had another big round of cancellations in between then and now.
Mm-hmm.
Something's going on.
Oh, dude, I saw this article this morning that was like, Buttigieg warns Southwest they're going to be investigated. And then it had a photo of like cute little Pete Buttigieg, like in his little Department of Transportation picture. I think that's what he does.
Here comes Buttigieg. Here comes Buttigieg. Right down Buttigieg Lane.
But it was just, it was such a funny article headline, dude.
I guess he's so little. I see him like dressed like Elf on the Shelf. It's like, here comes Buttigieg. Here comes Buttigieg.
Yes.
Right down Buttigieg Lane. He's got a checklist and a clipboard checking out your plane.
People are really, I think this is what people are talking about now, because I saw like 4 article headlines that are like, wait a second, 2/3 of the flights canceled were all Southwest.
I think it was more.
Yeah.
It was like,
really?
It was a lot.
That was like 80% or something. I think United had like 150 canceled
Someone
flights.
told me that they operate on, all the other airlines operate on, this is so boring for a podcast, but
No, it's
I'll
not.
make it quick. They operate on like a hub and spoke. So it's like, if there's a Chicago hub, all the planes fly out of Chicago, back to Chicago, out of Chicago, back to Chicago.
Okay.
So if Chicago goes down, they only lose the Chicago hub. Southwest flies, all the planes go everywhere.
Okay. Yeah.
So once one gets behind, they're fucked for the whole day. So if when 9 planes get grounded, it starts a domino effect that they can't control. It's like an irresponsible way to
For sure.
plan your flights, because then they can't staff it either. They got people like they got pilots going over their flight time because they don't have a hub where pilots live. Where they're
Okay.
like, all right, these are our Chicago pilots, these are our Denver pilots, these are wherever the hubs are. That's the way it was explained to me. I don't know if that's true or false or.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's happened enough now too, where it's like even if you've just flown, even if you just
Someone's got to
fly,
get fired, right?
100%, dude. Someone's getting fucking iced.
Yeah,
They're
so
getting
icing.
freaking. Yep.
We're icing the CEO of Southwest. Wonder who it is.
Yeah, dude. They're about to get freaking sizzled. There's no way. People are pissed. And it's like, even if you only
Bono.
fly once a it's Bono.
Bono from U2
Hey,
is the CEO of Southwest.
Get
That
your
seems
music
weird.
get your music off my iPhone.
All is quiet on our runway.
Yeah. So yeah, we didn't get to go to the Chiefs game, but whatever. Still had a good holiday weekend. Ate some food, made Russian food that Rafe had no part in eating
No, I did
because he
not.
hates it.
It is disgusting, dude.
But yeah, now it's just like chill time for us till I go back on tour in 2.5 months.
Well, we're both headlining shows that will have already happened by the time this airs, but that's pretty cool.
That is very cool. That's big people shit.
We're doing back-to-back shows.
I know.
2 RBIs this week, batted in by Rafe and Tina.
Yep. All right, everybody, let's give a round of applause for comedians Rafe Williams and Tina Dybal. They're going to be doing a few RBIs this week, doing 2 shows, and they are going to each have at least 3 comedians on them, so that's technically 3 RBIs for each of them. Everybody give it a round of
That's right.
applause. They're getting an RBI. RBI for you. God, I love the announcer voice more than anything in the world. It's just so fun. When I was watching the Chiefs game on Saturday, on Christmas Eve, I was doing the the announcer voice.
Yeah.
Doing the RBI voice, to myself. And it was nice. But now we're back home. Today I decided to go bathe the dogs by myself, and that was
Travesty.
the biggest mistake I've ever made in my entire life.
Okay.
Rafe had shit to do today, so I was like, but the dogs needed a bath so bad, and we got this fucking new shower that doesn't have like one of those pull-off shower heads, so I can't bathe them in there. There's just no way. And it's not a tub anymore, because once they blew out the fucking hole in my bathroom,
Stand-up shower.
that was the point right there was to put that picture in, because Randy, I just realized I've talked about that hole in the bathroom so many times and still have never posted a picture of the remodeled thing. So I definitely need to do that. So you can see where Rafie and I were just fucking rolling our goddamn ankles in forever. But yeah, so basically I can't wash the dogs in the tub anymore. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go to this nice little bougie pet shop called Four Muddy Paws. Great place. Super cute. Adorable. And I don't know what made me think that I would be able to handle an 80-pound and a 30-pound dog at the same time getting a bath. They don't like baths.
No.
And I just went in there I was like, yeah, I got this. And I was legitimately feeling confident when I walked in.
Yeah.
So, but I'm like, where am I going to put them? Like, it's kind of this open door spot or whatever. I hook Bo up, let him chill for a minute. And I mean, this
Was he howling?
Yes, he was literally like, oh,
He acts like he's on death row. He acts like he is getting the lethal injection when you clip him to like a bath. He's like, I'm just like, it's not even, it's inhuman. Well, it should be inhuman. He's a dog, but
yes,
it's in dog.
It's so sad in a way, though. But then they were mad because they were hooked on, because I had to have Bo hooked up to the thing in one little bed or in one little stall right over
Can't
here.
double up.
No, can't double up. I mean, I guess you probably could, but it's like I didn't, because I'm like, I can't handle all that.
No sign up says no doubling up.
Yeah, it says no doubling up, no dog eating,
No double dog.
no
Darren.
no dates allowed in cages.
Okay.
Or not cages, the little stall. But so I'm washing Simba, and Bo is losing his fucking mind, dude. He fucking hates it. Simba fucking hates it. And you can't have their collars on. You got to hook them up to this little thing while you're on there. I'm getting fucking soaked. Both dogs are shaking, and then they get mad that they're in there. So any dog or person or whatever that walked by the windows of this place, Bo and Simba were barking at. And I mean, it was just a fucking nightmare. I literally walked out of there soaked head to toe.
Yeah.
I had to take them on a walk to decompress. gave him some treats.
It was a mistake.
It was a mistake. I will never do it again. And I was like visibly sweating too when I walked out. Had actual sweat beads on my face, and I felt like the people there fucking hated me. Like they're like, dude, this fucking lady. They were like, pretty tough, huh? And I was like, oh yeah, I'll never fucking do that again.
I thought that place would help you though.
No, not one person helped me.
I feel like they have the option to be like, hey, can an employee? You can pay them to do it.
Oh.
They have self-washing, and then they can also have an employee do it for you.
Holy shit, I
So you
did
probably
not
could
know
have
that.
done one and had an employee do the other if you would have asked for help.
Well, that would have been really nice. I should have done that.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not. But yeah, I got soaked, and then I went to PetSmart, and I was like, brought the dogs in there because I had to go to get dog food, get treats, all this bullshit. And I'm like carrying a 36-pound thing of dog food, holding 2 dogs. And I said to the lady at the front, I'm like, as I'm checking out, I was like, dude, I should have gotten a cart. And this dad who had like a 3-year-old on his shoulders was going to grab a cart. And I guess he heard me because this motherfucker brought me a cart right after that.
Mm-hmm.
It was so nice. The women at the cash register, like the bagger and the other one there, they were both so nice. They were like, oh my God, that is just so nice. They go, there really are still good people out there. This is just a really nice day. And it was nice. I said thanks to the dude. I'm like, hell yeah, man. I don't have to go like try to navigate getting a cart with 2 big ass fucking dogs. And then listen to this. This is how my charisma got me going at that place. The lady gave me 2 free dog rawhide things.
Wow.
She goes, I hope you have a better day, because I'm like still soaking from washing them. They were like, where'd you guys just come from? I'm like, oh, the bath. So, yeah, had a pretty nice little day. Got a couple little gifts.
Got 2 free rawhide charisma, huh?
Yeah,
I
2
remember
free,
that.
2 free rawhides.
You got to work towards. Do you want 2 free rawhide charisma?
I fucking
Take my
hate you.
course. 9 easy lessons.
Oh my God! I thought it was really
Your dogs
sweet.
could be dining on pig ears.
And they're like braided and cute, but this is what she did. She just like ripped the tag off of both of them and put them in the bag. She goes, that's for both of them when they get home. Hopefully they have a better day, and you too. I was like, oh, okay, Karen.
And you were like, the little one has no teeth. He couldn't eat a rawhide if he wanted to.
I know. I was like, maybe I should just boil this up and Rafe and I can eat it for dinner tonight.
I gave Bo a cinnamon pretzel. What's the brand? They're good.
Dots
cinnamon pretzel. So it was about this big. He has no teeth, so he tried to swallow it whole. And he choked, and I had to flip him over and literally break the pretzel inside his trachea.
Oh,
I
my.
could feel it be like, and he's like, instead of spitting it up, he just swallowed the 2 pieces or however many pieces. He's a psycho, dude.
When the fuck did that happen? You didn't tell me about this.
Yeah, I told you, I said I had to perform CPR on Bo to get him just so he didn't choke on the pretzel. I was like, you can't give him those dentist stick things. He'll die from it. Because he's so food motivated.
Yes.
He's such a little hog boy that he's just like, I'll die. I'd rather die than not eat something.
Oh my God.
Which I can kind of relate to.
It's like
in
an
my own
alcoholic
struggles.
that gets told,
Yeah.
they're like, listen, man,
You
your
stop.
liver is shutting down.
Yeah,
You have literally
Yeah,
6
I
months to
sat
live,
him
my
down
man.
and I was like, listen, little man, I love you, but you got no teeth, man. We pulled all your teeth. They were rotten to the core. You got 2 little ones in the front that stick out that aren't good for chewing, and you got you got 2 molars on opposite sides. Like we got to wet your food down.
Oh, God.
You can't be grabbing these big greeny treats and you're going to die. But he's just like, don't care.
He does not give a fuck.
And you know what's weird is I just watched a CPR video of how to get a ball out of a dog's throat.
Did you?
Just randomly, like a week ago, it showed up in my feed because I didn't know what to do because he was legit choking.
I told you, we literally talked about all of this on an episode of the podcast, me and Libbie, because Millie choked. So we did a WikiHow thing on how to help a dog
You
not
flip
choke.
them over and you massage the ball out of their trachea. I just did that, but I just smashed the pretzel in there.
So I need to know what a trachea is. Is that in your throat just before I
It's your
start?
windpipe.
Okay. Got it.
Windpipe. It's your trachea.
Got it. I can't fucking believe that. Yeah, Millie choked on something, and Beth had to shove her whole fucking hand in Millie's throat to pull out what she was choking on.
Oh,
She was choking to the point where it was like the silence. Like she was just like,
that's what Bo was doing. He's going, and still trying to swallow it.
oh my God. Yeah, dude, Bo doesn't give a
He's
fuck.
a psycho, man.
You tell Bo, like, hey, listen, you are going to lose your family, your mom, Tina, your dad, Rafe, your brother,
If you don't stop gambling.
boyfriend, Simba. If you don't stop this, man. And he's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They're like, you got to
If he
go
was
to
a-
court-ordered rehab. He doesn't
If he
give
was
a
a
fuck.
gambler and you're like, you're going to lose everything. You don't just, you got to take your money and walk away. You just see a little paw pushing a big pile of chips onto the black of roulette. You'd be like, let it ride.
Yeah, a paw with a cigarette in it. His little tiny paw holding a lit cigarette.
Yeah, and it'd be like a
Chips.
Capri cigarette. It'd be a skinny one.
Yeah.
He'd smoke a long, skinny one.
He would smoke a long, skinny one. He'd smoke a Misty for sure. Bo
Mm-hmm.
would. And Simba would smoke like Camel number 9s, like something so
No,
stupid.
I think Simba would smoke cloves, and everybody would be like, you're not cool, man. But I'm smoking cloves. Yeah, man, we get it. You're not cool. To say Al Capone on the box.
Okay, man.
Yeah,
Nope.
we know, man. You went to a cigar shop. Congratulations.
Good job, buddy.
They had a walk-in humidor. Okay, man.
I
You'd
don't
be
think
wearing
you
a
know it.
fedora, smoking a clove.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Wearing a fedora and then just like a ratty t-shirt.
Yeah, and with a vest over it.
Yeah.
Buttoned up. Just the vest.
Yeah, there's just, that's one thing that I truly don't understand though, is like the gambling stuff. How people can actually just be like, that's it, man. I'm putting it all in. Take my
it's,
house. I don't give
it is a
fuck.
dopamine hit, just like anything else.
It's
I get gambler's remorse.
that we both
But some
do.
people don't. But you did heroin and I was a raging alcoholic, so it's like,
Yeah,
I
I
was
guess
just
we
an
do
addict. I did
understand it
everything.
in a way.
so it's like, whatever's like tickling your dopamine, it's hard to kick that shit.
It's just, dude, literally, I spent like, I think $400 when we were in Vegas, and I felt so fucking guilty the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
If I'm playing with house money, I turn into a different person. If I'm like, oh, I just,
Yeah.
I made a couple hands, I'm up a couple $100, I'll start betting big. But once I get back to my baseline, I'm out.
Yeah. I mean,
But
when we got that,
my brother, he's a gambler. He loves it.
he's a gambler.
My uncle lost marriages over it.
I
couple.
know. It's just crazy to me.
Like the kind of shit that I'm like, wow, that's nuts, man. He would go like, not even to like the casinos. That's how you know it's just like, he had a very lucrative factory job for where we lived. I mean, he probably made, with overtime, he probably made 50 to 70,000 a year. Good living where I'm from.
Yeah.
And he would get paid every 2 weeks, and he'd take his paycheck and he'd go to a bar and he'd play those bars that would do payouts. And he'd
Yes,
play
the Keno.
not even Keno. It was just like a poker machine at the end of the bar. You just put money in and you
Oh,
played
wow.
poker hands. And he'd literally gamble. And one afternoon, he'd sit in there and put his 2 weeks' pay. Gone.
Dude, there's
And
no.
because he used to have to come. I remember he used to come to my mom and be like, man, can you loan me a few $100 just so I can, he would hide it from his wife. Got away with it a few times because then he'd like get paid. He'd move some money around, let the heat cool down, but then two paychecks later, he'd go do it again.
Dude, that's some fucking heavy shit.
Yeah.
I feel like gambling like that is more scary in a way than like being like a booze hound or something. I mean, I know that it's not technically bad for your health, but it's like, dude, there's people that get killed over that shit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and you also like you're gambling with you could lose your children and wives or
Oh,
husband's
yeah.
home, and it's like,
Yeah, it's like, what if you
and
can't?
I guess you could do
eat
that with
night?
like, same thing if you booze a job
Yeah.
away or something like that. But I mean, you could literally like blow a kid, I don't know. It's that dopamine, dude.
Trying to
Everybody's
get
chasing
that
it.
dopamine.
Everybody's chasing it.
Everybody's chasing
I hope
it.
this is your dopamine because guess what? 100% harmless dopamine. Slop City Podcast.
100% harmless dopamine, this coffee. It's just...
I'm a coffee fiend. I'm a caffeine addict.
For sure. I have no intention of ever stopping. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I
might change. You're in your 30s now.
No, not yet.
You'll start.
I mean, I guess that is true. A lot of old people drink decaf because I feel like they're just like, I just can't handle.
My heart.
I just can't handle
I probably
it anymore.
shouldn't. My heart's probably like. Talk about gambling. Whew. I gamble with bacon and coffee quite a bit.
You're gambling with fucking pre-workout every morning.
True, true.
Insane labs, brother.
Insane Labs, or as I like to call it, tough man's coffee.
Dude,
The wealthy man's coffee.
Rafe loves drinking pre-workout in the morning.
And especially when it's like, yeah, it's just like a jolt. Sometimes I don't feel like drinking a cup of hot coffee. And I'll just put like half a scoop of pre-workout and I'll just get it all in. It's like down in half a pot of coffee. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's bad for me. Look, I'm going to be honest. It's bad for me. It's called psychotic. And I'm a little embarrassed to say that out loud. And it's made by a manufacturer called Insane Labs. And they spell labs with a Z. And a picture of the psychotic pre-workout has a picture of a psychotic clown with sharp teeth. And I really like watermelon. It's very tasty.
Dude, this is what...
Christmas edition, Santa's blood.
Look
Yeah,
at
that's what I
this.
put in my body. And you know what? That has not been approved by the FDA, guys.
Energy, focus, endurance, psycho.
There's a psycho. It looks like the Insane Clown Posse.
It looks like the Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah, it does. It looks like
Santa's
Insane
blood.
Clown Posse endorses this product.
Dude, this...
And I just blindly put this in my body
Yep.
once a day.
I like that they use psycho as a thing that it'll give you. Like, that's one of their... What's that commercial that Libbie was saying the other day where she's like, and we've done it on the podcast too, Randy, where it's like, tether, psoriasis. Do you know what I'm talking about? What's the commercial
Insane
there?
Labs.
Tether, psoriasis, corn calluses. I can't...
Dude, does that shit work? It looks fucking wicked.
The psychotic?
Yeah.
Oh, it'll blow your doors in your asshole wide open, dude.
I cannot
I chug
even
it.
take
I take
any.
a morning dump to just clear out.
It's fucked up,
It's
man.
like, dude, it's like when Popeye ate his spinach, you know, where he's like, and like I go, if you looked inside my forearms, there's like little locomotions going, and then
For real, dude.
I just go and take a big poop, and then I write like I'm like a man possessed. I write comedy in the morning, and I'm just like, it doesn't all make sense, but there's pen going to paper, and it's moving quick.
Randy, would
I
you
might
ever
have to
try this?
it. Yeah, actually, I might have to give that a shot.
It is.
Yeah, I could use some energy, man.
I'll bring you some. It'll knock your doors off.
Oh,
Start with
man.
half a scoop, dude, or you're gonna feel like you need to go to the hospital.
Dude, I have literally done
Okay.
a full scoop and just, I felt ill. I mean, my body was pumping. It was like I couldn't handle it. It literally felt like I was in that movie Crank. And I
It
was
looks like
Jason
it'll crank
Statham.
you.
I mean, they're not hiding what they are. They're not sneaking it in the back door. It's on the front porch, dude. That welcome mat is like, come in here if you're not a pussy.
Dude, I love speed, man. So yeah.
Well, you're
I'll
loving
try
this.
that.
Oh, if you love speed.
This is like my over-the-counter speed that I don't feel guilty about taking. pretty
Randy,
much.
I'm not joking you. It literally feels like you're taking Adderall or like you did a line of Coke. I am
Here's
not
the thing,
joking.
I don't like Adderall.
I do. I love this shit.
Oh, you
I don't
do?
take it. Yeah, I don't do any
I
drugs. anymore,
didn't
man.
like
Just
it. That
smoke
made me
weed.
feel too like weird. Whenever long time ago in college, I'd like take it to write a paper, and I'm like, this isn't making me feel better. This makes me feel worse.
Oh,
Psychotic. If you're looking for a sponsorship, dude, am I fit? No. But do I use the fuck out of your product? You're goddamn right I do.
holy shit. That's the way.
Insane Labs. Here at Insane Labs with a Z, we've come up with a proprietary compound that'll blow your tits right off. I should just make a fake commercial for them.
You should. You should 100%
Have a bunch of
make-
clowns like with beakers in the background.
Oh,
Like, who are their scientists? Just clowns in lab coats
yeah, and they have like
with sharp teeth.
they have a break like every 30 minutes where they play System of a Down and like all just lose their goddamn minds. And like that's how it gets so crazy because they're just shaking the
Get
beaker.
down with the sickness. Get up, get up, get down.
They sing.
One of these guys is using a Bunsen burner.
There's an assembly line where everyone takes a can of the powder and they just sing that song into it.
Get up, get down with the sickness. Get up, get down with the sickness.
Dude, this shit is
Then they put the lid on
up.
real fast, and that's like when I open it up, and you can almost hear it when you open the pop the seal, and it's like, get down with the sickness.
I fucking hate you.
And I'm like, you do a scoop, and you're just, man, you're ready to fight the world, dude.
Dude, this
I'll bring
telling
you some. I'll
It's
bring
wild.
you some, and I'll make you take it before we do the podcast about halfway through. We'll see how Randy's like. Randy's like doing switches, and he's like, hey, I want to talk a little more today than normal.
That is a really good idea. Oh my god.
You know what? I kind of want to get in on this conversation a little bit. It's like, whoa, dude, Randy is off the rails, bro.
I'm not fucking kidding you. We are literally doing an episode where all three of us are going to sit down, do an episode of Slop City, and at the very beginning, we're all going to take one full scoop of Psychotic, and we're going to see
You guys
what
should not take a full
happens.
scoop. It won't affect me. It'll affect you two.
I know, that's right. But we'll get to all watch. Hey, we're doing the same amount, but it's like, it's something over the counter. So it's not like we're like.
It is a dietary supplement, not approved by
Not
the
approved
FDA.
by the FDA.
I'll start with half, man.
I would go half because you guys are going to get zooted the fuck out.
And it does say that. When you open up the can, it says,
Warning.
please. And do you know what font they use for everything on this one? I mean, if you can see it, you know what it is. It's Impact.
Yeah.
They use Impact for every single thing on the Psychotic label.
It's going to have an impact on you.
Oh, it's going to fucking, yeah. So, Randy, we are 100% doing that.
You better get to your...
It's fine.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Randy's back on the
Dude,
Psychotic.
Randy's going to turn like red and it's going to be so fun. We're going to be zooted out of our mind. Maybe we'll all start exploring each other's bodies.
That was the thing
and
I
stuff.
liked about this one. It does not doesn't cause flushing. Some of them have so much niacin that you take them and then your skin, it feels like you're sunburned for like, I hate that feeling.
Dude, I feel all of those things when I take Psychotic.
I mean, your skin will burn, but you won't see it.
I'm like, go. Like, I can hear my heart. I'm not fucking joking.
Dude, I'm ready to fuck something up just looking at that label, man.
I'm telling you,
Do
dude.
some shit. I'm ready.
Yeah, man. It'll get you. I'm telling you, brother. I'll wake up in the morning and I'll walk straight to the kitchen and be like, funk, fill up my shaker, shake it up, sit down.
Oh, he's like
About 15
asleep.
minutes. I'm like half asleep and I just start hit my Psychotic, dude. And it's like,
It's crazy.
and then it's just like,
Well, do you know what it starts with?
I'm like, I should write a movie, dude, right now. I'm going to write a movie today. And then I'm just like,
This is how
it's not
I
a hard
know.
crash, but there's a crash.
This is how I know that your Psychotic starts kicking in the morning. He'll be laying on the couch, like kind of half asleep, sideways, whatever. And then the way that I know that it's really starting to, the way that I know it's really starting to fucking pump through your veins is you'll kind of just all of a sudden be like, all right, time to poop. You'll say something like that. He'll literally
Gotta
be like,
shit.
he'll be like, ooh, dumpies forming. Or
Emergency.
something weird like
There's
that.
a round in the tube.
He'll say some weird military /
I
like,
got a round moving into the chamber. I need you to clear the range. Clear the range. We got a live round in the chamber.
and he like runs to the bathroom. I hear his feet running against the floor, like ready to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how I know. Ooh,
It'll
I
clear
can't-
you out.
oh, it definitely
I mean,
does.
that's just the caffeine. I feel like all caffeine does that.
Yeah, that's great. Well, hell yeah, I'm excited for to
Bottom
do that
shout.
episode. That is gonna
This
get
episode
zany.
brought to you by Insane Labs.
Whew. All right, Boo. Well, thank you for doing the podcast with me today.
Oh, we're done?
And yeah, we're done.
All right, cool.
We did an hour. Randy gave us the light.
That's all I am contractually.
Do you have any? That's all you're what?
contractually obligated to do.
Obligated. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything that you would like to share with the class that you'd like to let any Slop citizens know?
Plugs?
Yeah.
We're talking plugs? We're going to be in Cincinnati January 13th.
Who?
You and me.
Oh, we are?
You're supposed to go with me. The Don't Tell. We're supposed to close out a Don't Tell comedy show in Cincinnati.
Fuck.
No?
No, I just forgot, and I didn't write it into my new planner.
No, you don't have to go, but technically I will be there for sure because I am contractually obligated. You were supposed to also go with me.
Yeah, Rafe signed a deal. Okay, yeah, so no matter what, you're going to see Rafe Williams in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Baby, if you ever wondered whatever became of me. I'm doing a Don't Tell show in Cincinnati, WKIP. You should love that show, dude.
That's how you know what? That's how I know that your psychotic's pumping through you in the morning. Rafe will start singing. Once Rafe's singing in the morning, he is ready to kick that day off.
Bring it on.
He's like, oh, yeah, walking to the bathroom, gonna shit my pants. Like, make up these little songs, start walking. That's how I know he is moving and grooving.
You gotta ease into the muse of comedy. You gotta start with music, a more accessible
tool,
more accessible muse, and then you gotta work your way up. But I will start. That's probably true. I bet I start humming a little tune. Oh, it is. It's like they sing songs into the fucking pre-workout, dude, and it gets in your veins.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see Randy take it. All right, so yeah, January 13th, go to Cincinnati to see Rafe Williams for sure, and maybe me. I think I might have accidentally put myself on the schedule at my restaurant job, so no RBIs for me.
No RBIs.
All right, everybody, that was today's episode of Slop City Podcast, coming to you live, and we will be ending the podcast now. Thank you so much, Rafe Williams.
This podcast can't be reproduced, transmitted, or played without written permission, consent from Slop City Podcast or Slop City Industries, LLC.
Yeah. Love ya. You gotta say and cut.
And cut. Is that a Libbie?
That's a Libbie thing.
Okay.
And she always says it, and Randy plays the same sequence of farts.
Commencing fart sequence in 5, 4.
Hey Siri, start the fart sequence. All right, love ya. My lips are so chapped.
Chappies.
My lips are chapped.
Ranch!